In the end, what truly makes you suffer isn't the distant mountain, but the pebble in your shoe. I first heard this quote over 20 years ago. Back then I thought it made sense, but only in recent years did I truly understand the weight behind it. When the mountain is far, the pebble is close. We often assume that what truly wears us down are the big problems in life. Failing an important exam, not landing your dream job, a crumbling relationship, or a dream that keeps slipping further away. Those things seem like towering mountains, massive, overwhelming, impossible to ignore. But if you really pay attention, what keeps you tossing and turning at night isn't the mountain. It's often the small, quiet things. That one sentence you didn't say and keep replaying in your head. A tiny argument that ruins your whole day. A casual comment from someone that stung deeper than you admitted. The pressure of a goal no one forced on you, but you carry like a burden anyway. These things are like the pebble in your shoe. Small, seemingly harmless, but relentless. You can still walk, sure, but each step becomes heavier, more painful. 2, we focus so much on the distant mountain. We're raised to dream big, to have goals, to pursue success. As children, we're told to aim high, get into a good school, land a good job, live a good life. As adults, we're told to level up, keep climbing, achieve our best self. So we keep our eyes on the mountain, whispering to ourselves, just one more push, just a little more, and I'll make it. But all the while, we forget to check our shoes. That pebble, it's the fear of saying no to someone. It's the habit of bottling up emotions until you're numb. It's pushing through exhaustion because I can't afford to rest. It's the childhood wound that never got to heal. It's the quiet voice that says you're not enough, even when you've done your best. We've made life so ambitious, yet so many of us are harsh with ourselves in the everyday moments. Laozi once said, great tasks are best handled by attending to the small. It's from the Tao Te Ching, and it echoes the pebble's lesson perfectly. Want to solve big problems? Start with small ones. Want to scale mountains? Check your shoes first. Simplicity holds depth. The grand begins in the humble. Laozi wasn't teaching a lofty philosophy. He was offering a gentle way to live. Less force, more awareness. Less pushing, more presence. Don't be in a rush to change the world. First check if you're bleeding inside. Your own shoe. 4, the pebble is often the self you've ignored. I have a friend in her 30s. From the outside, her life looked great. Solid job, nice apartment, picture-perfect social media. But not long ago, she quit her job, moved cities, and took off traveling alone. When I asked why, she simply said, I finally admitted to myself I wasn't exhausted from chasing big goals. I was exhausted because I hadn't taken care of myself in years. Her pebble was years of emotional suppression, anxiety, lack of space, and zero self-compassion. She had convinced herself she was fine until her body, her mind, and her soul all said, I can't walk like this anymore. 5, it's the tiny accumulations that create cracks. In psychology, there's a term called microtrauma. Unlike major trauma, it doesn't feel life-altering in the moment. But over time, it chips away at your inner world, constantly being ignored. A childhood of comparison. Small daily frustrations never spoken aloud. Always being the one who holds it together. A lifetime of believing I'm not good enough. These are the real pebbles in our shoes. You think you're just walking slowly because you're not motivated enough. But really, you're walking with pain you've never acknowledged. 6. How do we remove the pebble? Clearing the pebble isn't about a quick fix. It's a gentle, honest practice of returning to yourself. A. Admit that something feels off. You don't need a big breakdown to start healing. You just need to admit, I'm not okay. That alone is strength. B. Make space for the small stuff. If something bothered you, don't brush it off. Speak up, cry, rest. You're not being dramatic. You're being human. C. Create a pebble check-in. Once a week, give yourself a no-pressure hour. No goals, no to-dos. Just ask yourself, is there something bothering me that I've been ignoring? You'll be surprised. Most pebbles have been there for a long time. You've just never had the quiet to notice. 7. Real healing begins with seeing yourself clearly. People always say they want to change their lives. But often, you don't need a whole new life. You just need to speak your truth more often. Set boundaries with things that drain you. Let go of the pressure to always be fine. Take care of the person who walks the road, you. Once you do, you'll realize the job might still be stressful. The relationship might still be complicated. But suddenly life feels more manageable because finally you're not dragging yourself across the path while pretending everything's okay. Closing. Stop and empty the shoe. In the end, what truly makes you suffer isn't the distant mountain, but the pebble in your shoe. When I was younger, I thought this was just clever. Now I realize it's a gentle warning. Don't keep pushing forward without ever checking in with yourself. Don't let small discomforts grow into big pain. Don't wait for the breakdown to realize you're already carrying too much. May you and I learn to pause more often. Not just to gaze at the distant peaks, but to quietly ask ourselves, am I still walking okay? And if not, take off the shoe and let the pebble fall out. Only then can the journey truly feel lighter.